All right, guys, it's Paul Singh, the Market Speculator, with the trade report for Monday, August 28, 2017. I hope everyone had a great weekend. To start Monday, futures are up slightly, VIX is down slightly, oil is down slightly, so not much going on after the weekend. If we look at SPY here, still just hanging out right around the 50-day moving average. Basically, last week, we bounced off these lows and then held. So that's constructive. It was a little slow. We got that initial quick bounce and then a consolidation. Now, this week, we see if this bounce is going to hold or if it's going to fail. So that's basically what we're looking for this week. If we continue up here, and I'm watching this open gap very closely. So the exact number is 246.94. So we'll just call it 247. If the market can get over 247, that'll be really good, to the point where we can get back to probably thinking trend again. And anywhere over the 50 would be okay. But if we can fill that gap and hold that level, that changes our thinking. Right now, we're basically, and if we start to cross down below this level, especially into this gap, and definitely if we break down below this gap, which the exact number here is 242.90. So if we break down below that, then we become bearish and start establishing shorts again or taking a VIX position again. So really right now we're neutral, waiting for one of these two gaps to fill and break, and that will decide trend for us. So that's basically all we're waiting for this week. Let's look at the Qs here. Doing a little better than SPY in the sense that it's over the 50 and right above, right testing the 9 now. And this morning we're up a little bit, but same concept here, even though they're a little closer. Does it break this gap, which would also break the 50, or do we break above that gap? And then IWM overall lagging, even though the bounce has been stronger because it was beaten down more, but a lot of damage to take care of here in IWM before it gets back on track. It would still be range bound if it filled this gap here. Biotech is at a key level here, sitting right at the 50. Now we want to see, does it get up over that level? If it does, maybe we even take a position in the leveraged ETF, or does it break down here? So we'll keep an eye on that. And then our favorites here, which we haven't traded yet, but we've been watching, EWZ, Brazil at this key peak level. Does it consolidate and break after this long run, or do we see more of a pullback consolidation? And then China, which has been on fire, looks ready to stall a little bit here after this big breakout. So we'll keep an eye out on that. Current positions, FSLR, we're sitting right at the 9, just about fill the gap here, and we want to see that big push towards 50. Facebook filling the gap here. Now, do we get the bounce at that level? And if it bursts below the gap, I'll get stopped out. WTW has been a relative strength stock. Hopefully it holds the 9 here. If not, if it gets down to around 44, I'll have to get out. But we're still looking for that break of 50. And then Race, which has been on fire, entry was around 111. We're at 114. Looks like it's consolidating here, and we're looking for that next break. One big push to 120, and we would hit our target. So focus list this week is basically the ETFs, LABU, BRZU, Yin. So basically biotech, Brazil, and China. And then we've got a narrow list of stocks to start the week. And then depending on what the market does, we'll build it with longs or shorts. So first off, UVXY and FVXY, the VIX ETFs, depending on what the market does. If the market goes up, we look towards SVXY. If the market goes down, we go towards UVXY. But we're going to need direction first on that one. And then the stocks, all relative strength stocks, LL looking very strong, bouncing off the 9. Now we're looking for a high break, which it's doing pre-market. So LL looks very strong. Snap has been showing relative strength to the market. After being beaten down, we want to see it get above its 50-day moving average. Yelp, another relative strength stock, looking very similar to WTW and LL. Win, another one here, casino stock, holding that 50-day moving average. Baidu, China stock, we want to see a break of the high. Baba needs to rest a little bit here, starting to pull back. We want to see how it holds the 9. BA military stock, has been doing well, came below its 9. We want to see it come back up over that level. And then the IPO we've been watching, RDFN, get back up over the 9 or break this level here. And that could set up a trade for us. So that's what we're watching to start the week. Being cautious, especially already being in a number of positions here. So that's it for the trade report to start the week. I'll see you guys either later today or early tomorrow.